Otgonbattai hamt angliar hariltsay нэвтрүүлэг
heritage. So students come here.
Graduates from high school.
describing why Nanhua is one of the талаар Nanhuагийн их сургуулиас
If you invest in your people,
Otgonbattai hamt англиар hariltsay нэвтрүүлэг Тайваны Гаошон хотын Гаошоны үндэсний шинжилгээ технологийн их сургуулиас үргэлжилж байна. За энэ сургууль бол Гаошоны одоо Тайваны шинжилгээ технологийн сургуулиудаас эхний дөрөвт ордог ийм сургууль юм байна. За манай глобал удирдагч дээд сургуулийн шугамар бас хятад хэлний мандарин програмд бас монгол оюутнууд 2 жилийн өмнө ирж байсан. За Монголд бас боловсролын үзэсгэлэн гэдэг бас энэ сургуулийн удирдлага бас очиж исэн ийм сургууль байгаа. Тэгээд шинжлэх ухаан технологийн чиглэлээрийнхэн бас топ сургуулиудын нэг юм байна. Тэгэхээр манай монгол оюутнууд бол энд хурж ирж нарийн мэрэгжлийн одоо инженер технологийн чиглэлээр суралцах боломжтой байгаа. Өнөөдөр миний одоо ярилцах байгаа энэ эрхэм зочин хүн маань бол доктор Кошо Фам буюу Richard, right? Richard, англи нэр Richard юм байна. Тэгээд энэ хүн бол Гаошоны үндэсний шинжилгээ технологийн сургуулийн дэд ерөнхийлөгчийн ажилтай. За мөн аюулгүй байдал, эрүүл ахуй чиглэлийн одоо профессор хүн юм байна. Америк нэгдсэн улсын Ohioгийн улсын их сургуульд одоо докторийн зэрэг хамгаалсан ийм хүндтэй хүн байна. So Richard, thank you for your time, and I'm really happy to be here on campus again. So First Tech, I just heard that First Tech is one of the top 4 technology universities in Taiwan. And please tell our audience, Mongolian students, why this is one of the top and vibrant universities to study.
Okay, that's my honor to welcome you to our campus. Actually, the full name, that's National Kaohsiung First University of Science and Technology, but we're also called First Tech, in short. That's easy to memory. So actually, from the name, you know that our university is located in the city of Kaohsiung, and the city of Kaohsiung is a harbor city, and also heavy industrialized in the city, with the population ranked by the second, next to the capital of Taipei. So based on this kind of environment, so we established just 20 years ago. That's a very young university, but with a dynamic. So we have a strong department, engineering departments, and management that support the city, support the industry. So we in total we have 5 colleges. One is College of Engineering, College of Electrical Engineering and Computer Science, and the third, that's a College of Management. The fourth, that's a College of Finance and Banking. And finally, we also have a College of Foreign Languages. So these 5 colleges with more than 25 programs, that including BS program, master's program, and PhD programs.
So What makes your programs competitive? Have you won any awards, or is it your industry to academia partnership, or?
Yes, since there are more than 100 technical universities in Taiwan. Yeah, you may know that. And right now, there are all kinds of competition, like innovation competition and the competition with the linkage with industry. So that's our strong point. Since nearby that is a heavily industrialized the city, so there are lots of heavy industry around here, like steel mill, shipyard, petrol company. So we have a good connection and cooperation program with them. So they have contracted us lots of projects. I like to say for our engineering departments, each staff with average 2 projects with industry. So that's pretty strong. So we have good linkage with them. So that support us have more productivity, like in the electric field and the engineering field. So that's we say we are small, but we are strong. When I say small is our student enrollment, that's not so many.
So is it like 7,000?
7,700. So it's about average in Taiwan. But we have strong engineering and other departments.
Quality.
That's right.
Less number of students.
That's right. Yeah, and I like to say one more. That's the quality of professors. More than 96% of our faculty members with PhD degree, and most of them from foreign countries, not domestic.
Like the United States.
That's like the United States, the UK, and Japan.
That's very good. When you say small campus, but in size of your campus, you're probably one of the biggest in Southern.
That's actually that's big, but with population that's not too big, not too many.
Yeah.
So I heard that your campus size is about 75 hectares and 102 soccer fields altogether, right?
That's right.
So how do you get around? I mean, this is just so big campus.
Well, at the beginning, at the time established this campus, our plan is to have more than 10,000 students, but eventually we only got 77 or 75 students right now. But one good information is we are discussing to merge with the nearby 2 other universities. One is a Marine University, the other is Applied University. So 3 of us will get together with 1 university. The name will be National Kaohsiung Technological University. So by that time there will be more than 27,000 students by that time. That would be a big.
Next year, maybe.
That's right. That's right. The target date is the next August.
So
In 2016.
heritage. So students come here.
For graduates from high school.
Describing why Nanhua is one of the.
If you invest in your people,
Отgonбаатар хотын оролцох малчд бэрмэрүүдээс хуулаад сэлэнг дархан энэ зэрэг 2500 гаруй малчд бэрмэрүүдээс сүгэн тавьж байна.
Сүү үлтгэлийн нэгдсэн системтэй сор ганц Монгол улсын ууган үйлдвэр.
Сургууль цэцэрлэг эмнэлэгт бүхий л газар хүүхд настайчдынхаа цайны сүг тээвэрлж явах нь сайхан шүү. Би нийтдээ 672 мянган км замаар сүү тээвэрлсэн байна.
Сүү үлтгэлийн нэгдсэн системтэй сор ганц Монгол улсын ууган үйлдвэр.
Дэлхийн боловсролыг Тайван. Яагаад Тайванд суралцах вэ? Англи хэлний жинхэнэ орчин. Олон төрлийн тэтгэлэгт хөтөлбөрүүд, нөхөрсөг ард тумба соёлын өөр хүрээ. Олон улсын технологийн сургуулиуд, ардчилсан аюулгүй орчин. Хямд зардлаар чанартай боловсрол эзэмших боломж. Монгол дахь Тайваны боловсролын төв харилцах утасны дугаар 99 техник 16 62 99 10 68 58 99 14 51 72.
Heritage. those students come here.
For graduates from high school.
Describing why Nanhua is one of the татар Nanhuaгийн их сургуулиас
If you invest in your people,
So, how much of funding can you drive from industry, academia, or partnership in terms of a percentage of your budget?
We're right now around 30%.
30%. That's
Of our budget from the research funding.
that's very good. So, you are in the future you become more towards the research track or more vocational track. Which track?
That's right, research, but not pure research, with the vocational side, with the applied
Research
science.
with vocational emphasis.
That's right, that's right. So we emphasize, right now, starting 2 years ago, we emphasize that each student, they have to finish 2 credits of internship program before graduation. So that means each of our students have to go out to industry for a certain period of time, or do a kind of a joint research project with industry. So that's where educated people, students with more background, too familiar with the industry.
It's about some of the activities on campus, some of the facilities for the students to enjoy, other than library. Of course, this is the library students spend most of their time, but you know, I just saw a swimming pool and some of the clubs, restaurants, the community around here. What is to do for students outside of classroom?
Well, we just say that's this is a big campus,
The campus, yeah.
75 hectares. So we divided half as administration and our academic area. The other side, that's a student activity area. So we have open field for all kinds of basketball, baseball, softball, and tennis. And you mentioned that's a swimming pool. You know, I really enjoy swimming pool. I swim in the morning every day.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I just finished my morning work.
Very good, very good. So there's a lot for the students to do. Your international cooperation, your global outreach. So how international is this university becoming? And
That's right. I'm glad you mentioned this point. That is our very strong field. Right now, we promote dual degree with foreign countries. Mostly that's in Japan and the US.
so if Mongolian students come to your first tech, would they have the chance to study here for some years and then transfer somewhere else?
That's right. So for dual degree, we have BS dual degree and the master's dual degree. So for example, like BS dual degrees, that's 2 or 3 years over here, and 1 or 2 years in Japan or in USA. Then the student will get 2 diploma, one our first tech and the other university. So that's really encouraging situation. So lots of students like to join the program. So I encourage for students to come here to join our dual degree.
Why is it so important to bring Mongolian students to First Tech?
The students so friendly and easy to get along with our local students. Yeah, and right now, for example, like in our department, that's we have 2 Mongolian students. And right now, one is in senior, the fourth year, and we get very along, very good with her, and she's so active to talk with us. So, and the other side, I like to mention that for sure, like by myself. At first time I go to United States, that's that's a new environment. So we do have to conquer some kind of problems. But over here, we like to make students at home. So we will assign students to escort the new student, not only Mongolia or other students, to show them, to help them to solve some problems. So that will easy for our new foreign students to get along with our society.
is a public school, and I assume that tuition rates are quite affordable. And for Mongolian students coming from a developing country, of course, they're crazy about scholarships and everything. So, can you tell us your conditions, maybe criteria for international students? And the Mongolian students, obviously, some of them are getting some sort of discount or scholarship. So, how's that situation?
That's right. We really like to take care of our foreign students, make them feel comfortable. Don't worry about the finance situation. So we have different channels to support foreign students in financial way. First, we provide a scholarship. So for the new student, we have a 100% provide scholarship to waive tuition. And also we provide monthly stipends. Then for the second year, that depends on their grade. So to provide a scholarship as well, monthly tuition depends on the grade. That's the first channel. The second channel, since we have lots of research grant, so by each professor, they have a fund. So they, for example, like myself, I'm really willing to invite foreign students to join my research team. So I provide some kind of tuition for them, some kind of scholarship or stipend for them. For example, like myself, I provide at least 6,000 NT dollars per month for my master students each month.
Studying what maybe research in what area? The environment?
In environmental engineering. Yeah. And I like to say, for each of our environmental engineering students in the master's degree, I think most of them have this kind of grant, this support. That's the second part. The second part is for departments, they provide hourly improvement. So if students really have some time or want to get some money, so we can invite him and pay the student by hour. So that's 3 ways to do that. So really, that's a lot of money to make students more comfortable.
I mean, your campus has so much space. I guess we could send you maybe 100 students. Can you accommodate 100 students?
Sure.
You said you have foreign language department, foreign languages. So, of course, Taiwan is one of those destinations that you come here to learn Chinese. So the students have the environment. Do you provide any support for the students to learn Chinese language, even though they might be taking the classes in English, right?
That's right. That's really important. That's we like foreign students to know Mandarin as much as possible. We provide courses to teach them with free, charge free to study in our Chinese classes. We have different level of classes. So right now it will become a basic and necessity for foreign students to join Mandarin classes. Yeah, that will. I think that's really beneficial for foreign students to know not only English but also Mandarin, since Mandarin is getting popular and popular. So we try to do that way. Yeah.
Heritage. So students come here.
For graduates from high school.
Describing why Nanhua is one of the
If you invest in your people,
Otgonbattai хотын оролцох малчит бэрмэрүүдээс хавуулаад сэлэнг дахин энд зэрэг 2500 гаруй малчит бэрмэрүүдээс сүгэн тавьж байна.
Сүү үлтгэлийн нэгдсэн системтэй сор ганц Монгол улсын ууган үйлдвэр.
Сургууль цэцэрлэг эмнэлэг бүхий л газарт хүүхд настайчдынхаа цайны сүг тээвэрлж явах нь сайхан шүү. Би нийтдээ 672 мянган км замаар сүү тээвэрлсэн байна.
Сүү үлтгэлийн нэгдсэн системтэй сор ганц Монгол улсын ууган үйлдвэр.
Дэлхийн боловсролыг Тайван. Яагаад Тайванд суралцах вэ? Англи хэлний жинхэнэ орчин. Олон төрлийн тэтгэлэгт хөтөлбөрүүд, нөхөрсөг ард түмба соёлын өөр хүрээ. Олон улсын технологийн сургуулиуд, ардчилсан аюулгүй орчин. хямд зардлаар чанартай боловсрол эзэмших боломж. Монгол дахь Тайваны боловсролын төв харилцах утасны дугаар 99 16 62 99 10 68 58 99 14 51 72.
Heritage. So students come here.
For graduates from high school.
Describe in why Nanhua is one of the талаар Nanhuaгийн их сургуулиас
If you invest in your people,
Taiwan's culture, food, the climate, of course, in southern Taiwan is quite warmer than, of course, northern Taiwan. And is that making attractiveness for students to come here?
For sure. You know, like in winter, it's very obvious the temperature. You can see the difference because my family is in Taipei, so I come here every week. So I come to campus every Monday morning and go back Friday evening.
Just a little bit of off the subject, but Taiwan is, of course, one of the global economic players. You ranked in terms of economic competitiveness, you ranked 16th in the world.
Yes.
And high education quality is also really big time. So why do you think Taiwan is so successful that the other countries are not? You know, everybody's maybe Thailand, Vietnam, or Cambodia. They're trying to go to be like Taiwan, but it's just not. It's not working that well. So, is there any recipe for Taiwan's success, in your opinion, of course, as an educator?
There are so many aspects to watch this situation, but I think basically we do have lots of human resources. We have a very good education program. Even right now for the universities, there are more than 160 universities around Taiwan. So that means most all students, they want to get into a higher education. That's easy to get in. So the level is getting higher and higher. So that's the first situation. Then secondly, that's Chinese are really diligent. They work so hard. And from the newspaper, you may watch that. You may read that the working hour in Taiwan is much higher than Japan and Europe. So in some ways, that means they spend lots of time in the work to the work. Well, that's in a good way. So that make economy so booming over here. Yeah. But also we hope the salary will get higher and higher very soon.
What's the future of technology and the implications of technology and education? How do you see the future? Where are we heading? Because you are Vice President at one of the top tech universities here.
Well, in the national level, for sure, we emphasize for the higher tech. Since there are so many high tech companies here, but most of them just to do the OEM for Sony or for iPhone. But we really have to get our own brand like Acer is one of them. HTC is another one. But we do need more energy to do that. So that's why the government is encouraging people to do the innovation from the government to the department to the different ministry. Even in university, we also emphasize innovation. So that is very important. So have innovation, then get a new idea and get a new development. To have your own idea, so make new product.
Well, Richard, it was really nice to talk to you. And please welcome Mongolian students to First Tech and make some remarks.
Okay, that's my honor to have you, and we really like to have more students from Mongolia, and this a big country and big campus, and we provide lots of resources to help to assist foreign students. For example, like we just mentioned, for the international program, we get the most grant from Ministry of Education. The amount is almost the same as National Taiwan University. You know, National Taiwan is a very another university that's the big university, but we get the same amount, the same as National Taiwan University. So that means this area is very strong.
Thank you.
Heritage. Those students come here.
For graduates from high school.
Describing why Nanhua is one of the
If you invest in your people,